Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on something you see literally every single day, but probably don't think twice about, and that is the surprisingly complex and, yeah, often chaotic world of city deliveries.
You've been there, right? I mean, we all have. You're stuck in traffic, you're late for something, and you're just staring at the back of some double-parked truck thinking, come on, there has to be a better way. It just feels like pure, frustrating chaos. But what if that chaos, what if it's just a symptom of a much deeper problem that's hidden in plain sight?
And that really gets to the heart of it. That truck you see is just the tiny, visible tip of a massive and kind of disorganized iceberg. The reality is, what looks like a simple drop-off, well, it's anything but.
And this is how it all snowballs. It kicks off with a bunch of trucks queuing up, all trying to get into the same loading dock at the same time. That line of trucks spills out onto the street, and boom! That's the traffic jam we all know and hate. Then, inside you've got conflicts with shoppers, you've got real safety concerns, and for the businesses themselves, it adds up to major hidden costs and wasted time and effort. It's a mess.
So how in the world do you fix a problem that's this tangled up? Well, the answer isn't just a bigger loading dock or another new traffic rule. It actually requires a complete shift in how we even see the problem. We have to stop looking at the individual truck and start seeing the entire system that it's a part of.
To do that, we kind of need to get on the same page with our vocabulary. Let's start with the word freight. At its heart, freight is simply the transport of goods, and it exists for one reason: our demand. It bridges that gap between where things are made and where we need them, adding value with every mile.
And I love this quote because it just nails it. Freight isn't just about moving boxes around. It's the physical manifestation of our entire economy. You can literally think of it as the economy in motion. It's the lifeblood of commerce.
Now, if we zoom out a bit, freight is just one piece of a much, much bigger picture: logistics and supply chains. This is the brain behind the operation. All the planning, all the coordination, the whole shebang that manages a product's journey from raw material all the way into your hands.
Which brings us to the most important word for today: system. What is a system? It's just a bunch of interrelated parts all working together to get something done. Think of an orchestra or a championship sports team. Every player has a role, and they all have to work together.
So if you put all that together, you start to see it. Urban freight is a system. It's not just the truck and the driver. It's the producer who made the thing, the carrier moving it, you, the person waiting for it, the roads they drive on, the regulations they follow. All of these pieces are constantly interacting with each other. Okay, so if we can see it as a system, how do we actually go about fixing it? Well, the good news is there's a proven blueprint for this, a methodical way to turn all of that chaos into something predictable and orderly. It's called the systems approach, and it basically breaks down into 4 really intuitive steps. First up, you have to understand the problem, get the data, do the surveys. Then you strategize. What are your goals? What does success look like? Third, you select the best path forward by evaluating different alternatives. And finally, you execute. You put the solution in place and you keep an eye on how it's performing.
Now, I know this might sound a little abstract, a little theoretical, so let's make it super concrete. Let's take a look at a real-world case study from Melbourne, Australia, where they used this exact approach to solve a massive delivery nightmare at a huge retail complex. And this right here is the amazing before and after. So before, the whole thing was a free-for-all. First come, first served. It created those huge vehicle queues, all that congestion, and a ton of security risks. But after they applied this systems thinking, they brought in an online booking system. And the result? A total transformation. Suddenly you have booked arrival slots, automated access, smooth delivery patterns, and secure authorized entry. It went from complete chaos to total order.
But getting there wasn't so easy. And this table really shows why. A system is made up of different people, stakeholders, and they all want different things. The shippers, they want it cheap. The carriers, they want it fast. The retail tenants, they just want convenience. And the government is worried about public safety. All these goals are pulling in different directions.
The real genius of the Melbourne solution wasn't just some fancy app. It was that they found a balance. The new system made things better for everyone because it took the needs of the entire system into account, not just one part of it. It created a true win-win.
And this brings us to the really big idea here. Because, as you've probably guessed by now, this way of thinking, it applies to a lot more than just delivery trucks.
This is the key takeaway. Thinking in systems is more than just a technique. It's a really powerful mental model.
It's a lens for seeing the world that lets you methodically take these messy, complicated, chaotic problems and turn them into ordered, manageable solutions.
I mean, just think about where else this could work. You could use this mindset to fix public transportation networks, to cut down patient wait times in hospitals by optimizing scheduling, or even to run a huge music festival without a hitch. Seriously, any complex challenge with a lot of moving parts is basically just a system waiting to be understood and improved.
So, I'll just leave you with this one final thought. What chaotic system, in your work, in your community, or maybe even just in your daily routine, could use a fresh, systems-based approach? Think about it. Thanks so much for joining us.